Hi everybody, Miss Mary again from MidPointe Library, bringing you another virtual story time. I know in the last one I said that it was my last one. I just meant it was the last one from the library. Now I get to join you from my home to your home. So let's get started. Are you ready? If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, wiggle your fingers. Gotcha, didn't I? So I thought today we could share books with excellent illustrations. That's a really big word. Will you say that one with me? Let's do it. Illustration. That's a really big word that means picture. Whether it's a picture, a photograph that you take with a phone, or a drawing that you make with crayons and paper, once it goes into a book, it becomes an illustration. So, our first book today is called The Remarkable Farkle McBride. And this one was written for us by John Lithgow and illustrated by C.F. Payne. Now, C.F. Payne is from Cincinnati, so you might have seen his illustrations around on other things. And John Lithgow, the author, he's also from Ohio. In addition to writing books, he also is an actor, so you grown-ups might know him from TV or movies. Here we go. The Remarkable Farkle McBride. Oh, pity the prodigy Farkle McBride. No matter what instrument poor Farkle tried, whether strumming or blowing or drumming or bowing, his musical passions were unsatisfied. When Farkle McBride was a 3-year-old tyke, all freckly, bony, and thin, he astonished his friends and his family alike by playing superb violin. Okay, now do you know how to play the violin? It kind of looks like a small guitar, and one end, the round end, goes under your chin, and then you hold the string end in this hand, and you use a bow to rub across the strings. You ready? Let's do it together. Here we go. He went reedly, deedly, deedly, dee, with all of the strings at his side. Reedly, deedly, deedly, dee. The Remarkable Farkle McBride. But when he was 4, Farkle played it no more, in spite of his parents' beseeching. He shattered the records he used to adore. He smashed up his rosin, ripped up every score. He threw fiddle and bow to the living room floor, and he shouted, "Enough of your screeching!" When Farkle was 5, his melodical gift once again bore rhapsodical fruit. The woodwinds inspired his spirits to lift, and he rapidly mastered the flute. Do you see how he plays that off to the side? Let's do it. So you hold it off to the side, and the interesting thing about a flute is you don't put your mouth on it, or you don't put it in your mouth. You hold it off to the side, and there's a little hole in the top that you blow the wind across. Okay, you ready? We go like this. He went roodily, toodily, toodily, too, with all of the winds at his side. Roodily, toodily, toodily, too. The Remarkable Farkle McBride. But at 6, Farkle flung his flute into the lake, notwithstanding its lyrical trill. He stamped on the dock till you'd think it would break. "That's it!" he exclaimed. "I've had all I can take. That tootling gives me a brutal headache. It's so wimpy and whiny and shrill." I like that one. That's called a trombone. When Farkle was 7, a different sound rekindled his musical flame. He became the most expert trombonist around, and the boulevards buzzed with his name. You see how he's holding it out in front? All right. Let me see you with your trombone in hand. Hold your mouthpiece. Hold the long part, and it goes like this. You ready? He went rumpity-dumpity-dumpity-doom with all of the brass at his side. Rumpity-dumpity-dumpity-doom, the remarkable Farkle McBride. He's even on a platform because he's a kid and all the rest of them are grown-ups. But at 8, he declared, to his parents' despair, and as everyone else might have guessed, "I can't stand the trombone with its blat and its blare. That racket is more than my eardrums can bear. So return it or throw it away. I don't care. I despise it just like all the rest." When Farkle was 9, both his father and Mum were bursting with pride and affection. For Farkle learned xylophone, cymbals, and drum, the entire percussionist section. Are you ready to play some drums and cymbals and chimes? Here we go. You ready? He went boom, bash, clang-a-ma-clash. All the clamor that he could provide. Tinkly, bing-bong, bumpity, crash. The remarkable Farkle McBride. Look at that face. I've seen my brother make that face. But soon he fell prey to his usual gloom, despite all the praise and the flattery. First a sigh, then a sulk, then a frown, then a fume. Then an ear-splitting tantrum that emptied the room. "I can't take it," he bellowed. The crash and the boom and the clang and the bang of the battery. Poor Farkle, at 10, howsoever renowned, reached the end of his musical tether. But then he discovered his favorite sound, the instruments all playing together. It happened like this. The conductor caught cold on the day of a major recital. "You've got to replace him," young Farkle was told. "Your cooperation is vital." So, there we go. He took the baton and he gave the downbeat. And kaboom! The foundations were shaken by glorious music, bombastic and sweet, that filled up the hall and spilled into the street. Music that brought the whole crowd to its feet from the instruments he had forsaken. They went, are you ready? We're going to play them all. They went reedily, voomity, bang! "Bravo!" the spectators cried. "Diddly, doodly, doompity, clang!" The remarkable Farkle McBride. Since that sparkling night, Maestro Farkle McBride conducted all the instruments he ever tried. His happy heart sings to brass, drums, winds, and strings. And remarkable Farkle's at last satisfied. Isn't that a great picture? All those people. Look at that. All the different instruments. I like that one a lot. That's called The Remarkable Farkle McBride. And after reading a story like that, well, I want to make some music myself. And you know what? At the end of our story time, I have a craft that you can make at home so we can make some music. All right? But first, I brought some friends with me. I have these two little animals. Now, I've been told that this one is a chicken, and this one is a duck. but I prefer to call them Jack and Jill. Are you ready? Two little friends were sitting on a hill, one named Jack, one named Jill. Run away, Jack, run away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill. Quack, 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 quack. Two little friends were sitting in a fort. One was long and one was short. Run away, long. Run away, short. Come back, long. Come back, short. Two little friends were sitting on a gate. One was early and one was late. Run away early, run away late. Late. Come back early, come back. Late. Been waiting on you, friend. Sorry, friend. Two little friends were sitting on a cloud. We're going to put the cloud right here because otherwise you can't see it. One was quiet and one was loud. Run away quiet. Run away loud. Come back quiet. Come back loud. You know, we need to be quiet in the library. Yeah, but we're not at the library now. Woohoo! Bye, friends. Come back again soon. All right. I have another story for you that has some great pictures, and I'll bet that this is a story that you have read many times before. So if this is a familiar one for you, I want you to focus on the pictures and really look at them. This story is called The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and it was written for us by, you know who, Eric Carle. That's right. And one of the cool things about this book, about the illustrations in this book, is that he didn't just draw a picture of a caterpillar. What he did was he painted a whole bunch of paper green, and he cut it up, and he glued it back together. So you can see that these are all different kinds of green. This one's kind of dark here. This one seems to have some more yellow in it. And he put it all together, and it gives it a lot more of an interesting look than just coloring it green, right? Here we go. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. There's right there. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Notice how Mr. Carle has this all green leaf, but then he put a bit of yellow and some dark lines up here. Makes it look really cool, doesn't it? Now, he wasn't very hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon or chrysalis around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. I know that feeling. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. Let's look at that. Look at all these cool colors and shapes. Isn't that fun? This style of art is called collage, where you take a bunch of papers or maybe material or other things, and you cut them up and stick them together in different ways. It's a really fun craft to do. Yeah, I said craft. I have 2 crafts for you today, okay? So let's sing our song, and then we'll talk about crafts. You remember the goodbye song? I want to hear ya. See ya later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly. Yeah. Okay, so I have 2 craft ideas. Now, you don't have to do them both today. Maybe decide which one you want to do today and which one you want to do on another day. First craft, make a collage. Take some paper, color some of it different colors, cut it up, put it back together. See what kind of a cool collage you can make. And maybe, if you ask your grown-up, they might be able to take a picture of it and put it in the comments down below this video, because I would love to see the pictures that you make. That's one of the things I like about doing Storytime, is getting to see all the cool crafts that kids make. So make a cool collage, see if your grown-up will put it in down there. And then the second craft I have for you is in preparation for our next story time. Because the next story time, we're going to make some music. We're going to need some shaker eggs. I don't have any shaker eggs at my house. If you have shaker eggs at your house, excellent. But here's how you can make some of your own. They're not going to look like eggs, but that's okay. First, you can take a clear dish that you might put leftovers in, right? Or snack, something like that. And put some Legos in there. I put in about 8 or 9 Legos. Make sure the lid goes on real tight, and listen to this. Isn't that fun? Now, if this one doesn't work for you, you can also take a water bottle or a drink bottle, make sure it's empty and completely dry, and put some rice in. Listen to this. You ready? Isn't that great? So, make some good pictures. Ask your grown-up to put them in the comments below. And make a shaker instrument, and we'll use that at our next story time. Sound good? All right. Take care. Wash your paws like Shakespeare tells us. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.